Welcome to his house, where we gon' run our mouth, while sipping purty, that's purty, yeah, that's on me. Well, it looks like we might be seeing some fireworks tonight. Why, you may ask? Because it's the 4th of freaking July. Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's the 4th of the month. Get up, get up, get up, show we come on. All right, so let's talk about Ashanti and Nelly rekindling that love thing. Excuse me. Okay, so apparently, some people have mixed feelings about it. Some people are like, yay. Some people are like, no. Because if you don't know, they had a 10-year or longer split. And it was a lot of amazement, confusion, and bewilderment around their breakup because they were together for about 10 years. It's pretty much just like a marriage to me. I feel like if you can survive 5 years, then you pretty much are in the paint. They step out together and they're wearing a nice sequence outfit. And black people, like, they were matching. So I would say, okay, that's a good look for them. And I'm here for it. And with that being said, it's like they're letting the world know, yeah, we're kind of dating. And then you see them popping out at each other's shows, concerts, performing together, and their chemistry is undeniable. But I feel like their breakup was just a lot of immaturity. They weren't probably in their early 20s or teens. I don't know. And I just feel like they had a lot of people in their ears. They had a lot of pressure. And of course, they both were getting bombarded with people in their DMs, stuff like that. So it probably was tempting in that area. And I feel like they had outside forces and stuff intruding in their relationship, and they decided to go their separate ways. But at the same time, I also feel like they had feelings for each other, if that makes sense. And it be the ones that you can't forget. That's the ones you need to pay attention to, because the ones that get on your nerves, the ones that make you itch when you think about them, uncomfortable, aggravated, agitated, run scared from, it's like, okay, then that's the ones you need to leave alone. But you have to realize people can change, people grow up, people get better, people improve. And the person that I was yesterday is not necessarily the person I am today. I'm bigger, better, and more improvised, right? Improved. So the fact that they were thinking about each other years later, rightfully so, because they were pretty much like in a marriage. I mean, most people relationships last 2 years, 2 months. They lasted 10 plus years, or just 10 years, okay? And as well as his other relationship that he got in after Ashanti, Miss Jackson, which is a beautiful lady as well, they lasted 10 years. But the chemistry that you would see between Ashanti and Nelly lets you know they have a friendship first. And I say, if you can't marry your best friend, because that person knows everything about you, they accept everything about you, y'all are comfortable with each other, and y'all just happen to be attracted to each other. And true enough, it's not like your best friend if you're attracted to him, but it just takes it to another level. What I'm saying is you want to find somebody that you're very compatible with, because in this world, you're going to meet so many uncompatible people that you're unequally yoked to. So if you're constantly laughing with that person, you're constantly vibing with that person, you can be yourself around that person, I would definitely say that's the person that you need to be with. And shout out to the person who asked me to do an update on Nelly and Ashanti, because I did say I wanted them to get back together, and I thought that they were going to get back together when he walked across that stage to say he was up to her. I was when they did some kind of cipher or something on Versus Challenge, and Ashanti happened to be there, and it wasn't Ashanti singing, I don't think. She was just, it was like Ja Rule and I don't remember. But anyway, so Nelly happened to be there, Ashanti happened to be there, but Nelly being there was like OD. It was like somebody may have invited him, because Ashanti being there, yeah, because she actually sung, she actually performed and came out as like a guest appearance or whatever. But Nelly being there, it was like somebody was like, you know, Ashanti gonna be there, man, pull up. Because obviously he had to have Lil Birdie in his ear, because I don't think he would have just showed up on the stage. He wasn't in the audience. He was on the stage. So shout out to the people who hooked that up. Y'all are real OG. Y'all really friends for that. So with that being said, they hadn't allegedly talked in years since they break up. And I feel like it was a lot of missing pieces and there wasn't really much closure, just like it was just cut off. And the fact that they didn't talk, just made it 10 times worse and make you probably want to think about it even 10 times worse, because it's like, what happened? What was it? What went wrong? Because I feel like Ashanti, of course, was more like really, really, really in love. I feel like Nelly was like in love, but he just probably didn't know what it was. He probably was also being tempted. And like I said, I feel like it was outside influences as well, like making it mess up. Because believe it or not, people can interfere on your situation. They'll have you in your ear telling you this and that, and it just can get bad. That's why, like, sometimes it's best to keep your stuff private. And for the longest, a lot of people didn't know that they were back together after that, because allegedly Shanti was talking to somebody, and Nelly may have been talking to somebody right after that, walking across the stage. But baby, when I saw her walk across the stage, I was like, yes, finally, you did that. That's what's up. And I'm glad that they did, because at the end of the day, if you're the one that's doing the breaking up or the stuff to like be like, let's finish it, and no answers, no explanation, I feel like the man do need to step. Whoever the person was who stepped away for the situation needs to step. Not saying that Nelly did. That's just more so my opinion. Like, I feel like Ashanti wanted it to keep going on more than Nelly. I feel like Nelly, because for some reason these dudes be thinking the more bodies they get, they pressure. Sorry, but the more bodies they get, they be disgusting. But at the same time, it's like that's what their goal is to get bodied up. And when women do it, we trifling. But it's whatever. It's cool. Because at the end of the day, if it's meant for you, it's going to come back, right? And I do feel like it's okay to let your person go sometimes, just so they know what they are missing. You know what I'm saying? And just to go sometimes just so they can get stuff out their system. Because let's say that he wasn't able to be with somebody else or experience that in such a young age. Who's to say later in life he wouldn't have wanted to experience it, and then that would have been worse, Because that's how I feel like a lot of marriages and stuff die, because they married at first love. They get together, and that's the only person for 10, 15, 30 years. But then you get this pretty young thing in your ear later, and you messing up your family, your livelihood, everything you built, your kids, if you have kids, just because you just tired of the same piece for years and years and years and years and years. And you're immature. It's not until you like in your 30s and later on that you start realizing like this stuff don't matter. Like what's important is my rider. What's important to me is the person who's gonna have my back, the person who's not trying to play me, the person who's just not trying to get over me. Because baby, out here in these streets, a lot of people will run games around you, circles around you, play on your top as much as they can, just because they can, and just because they want to say they got you as a notch on their belt. That's it. And I know a lot of guys be like, oh yeah, these bodies that I got, all these women wanted me. Baby, they probably just wanted to say they had you. Dudes be notches on belts too for women, believe it or not. I know y'all had this lying scenario in y'all multiverse of heads, like women be in love for them to spread it wide or this and that, or they be so into you. Baby, I'm going to let you know firsthand that's not true. And if you don't watch some of my videos, you would know why. Because I have a personal story that may shock some of you about that. So, yeah. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, we don't have no love for you. Okay? Yeah. We can. And that's the goal. But we women are getting smarter every day. And these women will play these dudes just like y'all play us. Stop playing with me. Okay? But back to the Ashanti and Nelly story. I love their chemistry together. I do feel like when people thought Nelly was geeking on stage, high on stage, I really just feel like he was just either super horny or super thinking about a time he had with Ashanti. And I feel like that's it. Because he was thinking about love. He was thinking about a woman, and I just feel like that's what his mind was. People's like he geeking this that, but you really don't see Nelly like that. Like there was like that one time, and even if he was, somebody could have slipped something in his drink or whatever. But he does that a lot. When he around Ashanti, he get his big cheesy smile. You know, it's showing all his 36 teeth, golds and platinum and whatever he got in his mouth. So that's good. And Ashanti the same way. You see her tongue at the back of her throat and everything else when they're together, you know. And nobody gonna laugh that hard 10 years later unless like it's true love. It's really special. And I'm hoping that this will continue because I've seen them out holding hands at certain events. Like I said, you saw the picture, they was dressing alike. So they, in my opinion, are together. But they could just be dating, figuring things out. But I feel like it's pretty much like they're together. Then they're saying they're wearing each other's change and stuff. People are saying they're spotting them with their change. And I do feel like sometimes you just got to keep people out your business because at the end of the day, people are going to want to know and people going to put their 10 cents in and then that's going to end back up to where they started. But I feel like that wouldn't let nobody break this up now because there's so many fake individuals out here, fake love out there. People just want a cheap thrill, and so it's not even worth it as you get older, because I think they're like in their 30s or late 30s, so they know better, they're more mature, and the stuff they used to get their attention and phase them then just won't do the same thing now because they know what's more important. It's more important to build together. I mean, to have a place to grow old together and create memories together. That's what's more important, especially when you're older. Because I thought I could, take forever to fall in love, but that wasn't the case. So find love when you can and hold on to it because baby, it ain't too much love out here in these streets. It be more hate than love a lot of times. So I'm here for it. In my opinion, I'm one of the happy people to see them back together. I don't feel like it's a bad thing because people like, he broke her heart. Shoot, people get over heartbreaks every day, but you move on. It's the people that you keep thinking about, and why not? I feel like a lot of people may be jealous because these people still got love for each other years later. They ain't forgot about each other years later. It was like almost like they picked up where they left off. They see after each other and make sure each other's good. The other day in the club, Ashanti was on top of a table, like she was about to topple over. Nelly had grabbed her in the back, make sure she was good. It's like they protect each other. They guide each other. They make sure that each other's good. That's what friendship is about. That's what loyalty is about. That's what support is about. And I'm glad they finally have came to that place. And I just hope that they keep moving forward. Even if they don't, I feel like they'll be good friends. I feel like they are moving forward, and I'm excited to see that because that was 10 years, baby. So obviously they get each other. They're good with each other. We just need them to move in together at this point and build something, and just live life because life is getting shorter and shorter as we get older. And we just need to have fun, get litty with it, save on these bills, build empires, build legacies, build dreams. So let me know down below how you're feeling about this. But we know they're together. So it really is no need to hate. Just congratulate at this point because the world needs love. And when you validate and support somebody else's love situation and what somebody else got going on, then the same thing is just going to come back to you because you're accepting of it and you realize love is love. True love is real and it's love. And true love can be seen, not just heard. True love can be felt, not just seen. So I see the love in these two and I love to see it, and I'm not mad at it at all.
Well, keep serving tea, and that's on me. All is allegedly, that's per tea. They say that we purty, you like when you do dirty. It's so thirsty, sipping that purty. Per tea, it's so freaky dirty. Body getting bigger, like stick figures.